Hello everyone, this side Diksha Ahuja. Welcome back to my channel Economic Zone by Diksha Ahuja. So, in this video, I'm gonna cover up chapter number 4, Organization of Data, Statistics Class 11th. I'll be recapitulating this chapter. So, if you like my previous videos and you like this video as well, do like and subscribe my channel. Let us know the content of the chapter. As we did in part 1 and part 2 of the chapter, meaning of organization and classification and its characteristics, bases of classification such as geographical, spatial, chronological, etc., types of variable, discrete and continuous, concept of raw data and types of series, knowing that individual series, discrete series and frequency distribution, or you can say continuous series. And after that, we understood with an example that how a raw data can be converted into three of the series. So in this video also I have come up with a recapitulation of the entire chapter. So, classification and organization of data. Organization means when I systematically arrange the data, the figures, in such a manner that becomes easier to do for statistical studies. That the data which is now ready for further statistical analysis. Now classification is subdividing or arranging the data into groups as per their common characteristics so that the further analysis can be done. So now characteristics of classification. There are homogeneity, clarity, suitability, comprehensiveness and flexibility. So let us know all one by one. All items in a group should be similar to each other is related to homogeneity. The data should be homogeneous. Clarity, the classification which we are doing into different classes or groups should be simple and clear. Suitability, that says the classes should suit the objective of inquiry. Let's say I want to know the unemployment of male and female, then the classes can be male and female. Comprehensiveness says that each and every item of the data should get into some or other group. That means no item should be left. And last, flexibility, that you can say like classification should be flexible. There should be scope for change in classification according as per the study. Now let us recapitulate the basis of classification. There are 4 bases of classification: chronological, that is serial wise; geographical, area wise; qualitative, when we are just talking about the characteristics such as sex, caste, gender; and quantitative, when we are talking about weight, height, that is actually in quantity, and then we are classifying it into different groups. Then let us know all 4 one by one. So first is chronological classification. This type of classification says when we are having the data in year wise. Chronological means in some synchronization or some in chronology. Let's say population of India, year 2041, 1941, 1951, like this. After every decade the data of population is given. So this is a chronological classification. Then next is geographical. This itself is telling you geographical means area-wise classification, state-wise, block-wise, district-wise. So here state-wise estimates are given. So this is geographical classification. Then next is qualitative classification, that says any data which is having the characteristics such as sex, caste, gender, religion, literacy. So let's say in a table I want to show that population is divided into urban and rural, and then there are urban males also and urban females also. and in village also there are village males and village females. So this is a two-fold classification. अगर सिर्फ बात होती population is divided into urban and rural, that is only simple classification, one-fold classification. And this which is shown in the picture here, it is a two-fold classification. When more than two classification is given, then it is known many-fold classification. The last is quantitative classification, that says where the data is for age, weight, income, that is itself in quantity. So you can see that marks obtained by students of class 11th, marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and number of students are given. This kind of classification is quantitative classification. So let us know the types of variables. There are two types of variables. See, as simple as that. Discrete variables are those variables that increase in complete numbers. That is, they are integers, not the fractions. Such as 2, 4, 6. 2.5 will not be a discrete number. Rather, these will be continuous variables. What are continuous variables? Those variables that can take any value, either integral value or fractional value. Let's say height of a person, 5 inches, 5 feet and 5 inches. So this is a continuous variable. So let's talk about the raw data and the types of series now. So raw data means the data which is not organized actually, the data which we get after collection of data. And there's a need to organize the data now. As the chapter says, we can organize the data into three types of series: individual, discrete and continuous series. Discrete series also known as frequency array, and frequency distribution series also known as continuous series. So let us know the individual series first of all. You should know the numbers which are arranged in ascending or descending order will be said to be in individual series. So discrete series, when we are having x values and frequency, this type of series is known as discrete series. Then continuous series, that series which have the range of values such as class interval and frequency, right? This type of series is continuous series. Now I'm doing one example for you, a raw data to be converted for all the three series, and further you can practice from book. So conversion of raw data into individual, discrete and continuous series. First of all, into individual series, this is a question I have. You are saying the data is raw. How it is raw? As it is not organized. Say 30, 42, 30. There is no organization in the data. It is just kept like this. So let us organize in individual series by arranging in ascending or descending order. So in this case, we are arranging in ascending order. So I arranged 15, 16, 17, 19, 21 is coming 2 times, 22 is coming 2 times. Similarly, you can also solve the question like this. You can practice side by side watching my video. Next, convert this data into discrete series. When I saw the data, I converted that into discrete series. For that, 15 is coming 1 time, 16 is coming 1 time, 19 is coming 1 time, 21 is coming 2 times. So in telemarks, you can put 2 lines and then you can keep up this frequency as 2. Further, this question is too long and I got till x values of 54 and total frequency is 39 only as the number of observation I have in the data. So last, conversion of this data into continuous series. I have arranged in inclusive series. For this, you should know the meaning of inclusive and exclusive series for this chapter. This is important. In exclusive series says that 0 to 10, 10 to 20, in which the upper limit is just written and not included. But inclusive series, कौन सी series होती हैं? In that, the thing which is written, the class interval which is written, will be included. Let's say 15 to 19, तो 15 भी include होगा और 19 भी include होगा. So 19 को हम exclude नहीं कर सकते. The upper limit will be included is known as inclusive series. So see, 15 to 19 में I'm having 4 values. How 4 values? I was having 115, 116, 117 and 119. So if 4 values is the telemarks 4 and frequency 4. Like this, you can watch the question by doing it previous and just see the answer, you're getting this or not. right? Do practice more questions also for this chapter so that you can solve more questions very thoroughly. So this is it for this chapter. We'll come with the next chapter in the next video. Thank you for today. Bye bye.